Hey, what's going on? Daniel here. Welcome back to another video coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria. I've been here for the last 7 weeks and I'll be here for another 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Then I'll decide where I want to go from here. Now, what I want to talk about or address in this video is the question of how do I make money while I travel? How am I able to travel long term? How am I able to sustain myself while still being a digital nomad? And that's the whole concept of being a digital nomad, being able to work remotely while you travel, while you experience places and things, and just live your best life generally. And I'm going to give you 3 ways through which you can do that. I'm going to talk about that extensively. These are things that I've been doing or that I currently do right now, which allows me to stay on the road long term. The first one I want to talk about is by getting a remote 9-to-5 job. Now, this is the first thing that I did when I decided that I wanted to travel full time. At the time, I was making a small YouTube channel, I was making some money, but I knew it wouldn't be enough. And my 9-to-5 job was a sales job. And if you know anything about that, or any 9-to-5 typically, it means that you have to be physically present in the office in order to do your job duties and to make money. And I knew that that wasn't going to work for me since I wanted to travel, right? So I had to quit that job, but I knew that I still needed a constant paycheck, something that I could rely on, because one of the greatest fears that you will come across when you become a digital nomad is the fear that you might run out of money, or maybe you're just gonna go broke and you have to go back home, and nobody wants to do that, especially if you're having all this good time. So what you want to do is to get a remote 9-to-5 job. And I know it sounds hard, but it's really not. You just need to take a few steps, maybe position yourself rightly, and there's a ton of jobs out there who will hire remotely. You just have to know where to look and know what skill to bring to the table. So for example, if you are someone who knows how to do social media or how to do graphics design or how to develop websites, this is something that you can do remotely, or maybe you're already doing that. One of the reasons why I'm able to travel, why I'm able to start traveling, is because of the fact that I was able to get a remote 9-to-5 job as a Facebook ad strategist. Now, this skill I've developed over time. So transitioning from being a salesperson to being a Facebook ads person was not very difficult at all, because even when I was working at my 9-to-5 sales job, I was still working in my spare time as a Facebook ad strategist. Build a digital skill on the side and start applying to remote jobs. So you don't need to have a ton of experience. All you need to do is to be able to perform what you say you're going to perform. And companies will be willing to hire you if you can demonstrate that you can do that. So that's the first way to start traveling full-time, is to get a remote 9-to-5 job. Now, the second way to start traveling full-time while I'm still making money is by being an influencer, making videos, partnering with companies. Now, this is something that I've been doing for the longest time. Even when I was in a digital nomad, when I was still working my 9-to-5, I still had a YouTube channel. I was making content, I was making affiliate money, and I was making YouTube ad revenue from that. But when I started traveling, of course, my content kind of changed a little bit and my ad revenue went down. My affiliates, my affiliate income went down, and I was making a different type of content. But as my notoriety grew in this digital nomad travel niche, I've been having, companies reach out to me again, wanting to partner with me, wanting to have me make content to promote their product. And that's how some people make their money. But one of the downsides to that is the fact that it takes a while before you can get that, that view or that number behind you, because that's what companies want to see. But if you are that kind of person who loves making content, putting yourselves out there, this is something that you can do in order to start making some money online. If you can take pictures, you can partner with hotel companies, tour companies, in order to make content for them, and they will gladly pay you for that. So that's the second way through which you can do that. Now, let me talk about a third way, one which I've been doing for the longest time, and I still do till this day, where I make a bunch of my income from, and that is by freelancing. Now, freelancing is more or less you offering your service, your skill to a company or to an individual who needs the service, and they will gladly pay you for that. One of the upsides, or one of the things that I love about freelancing, is the fact that you don't have to work on set hours. You can decide you want to work Mondays through Wednesdays, or maybe you want to work Wednesdays through Saturdays, whatever you want to do. You can decide how much money you want to make. You can decide, if you want to make a lot, if you want to make a lot less, based on the hours you put in or the kind of service that you provide to other people. In my own case, I'm a Facebook ad strategist. I've been doing this for over 4 years. Even when I had my sales job, I was still running Facebook ads. I have an e-commerce business and I do YouTube channel as well. So the combination of income from all these sources is why I'm able to travel. Now, the question you might be having is, how do I become a freelancer? Well, the number one platform that I always recommend to people is by going on Upwork. But then you need to have a specific skill, which brings me to the question of, what if I don't have any skill to offer to people? Well, I don't want to sound motivational here or maybe just give you this rah-rah story, but my main thing, the one thing I always tell people is that everyone, regardless of what you do right now, maybe that's if you're an office worker, or maybe you work in admin or in HR or in project management, you have something that other people might need, and you just have to figure out that one thing. And if you're not able to do that, that's why I'm making this type of videos, to help you figure out what that thing is. So once you figure that out, all you have to do is go on a platform like Upwork. Upwork is the #1 freelancer platform in the entire world. You will find people who are already needing your service saying, hey, if you can do this thing for me, I'm willing to pay you for it. People who are ready to work for you. If you've been a freelancer for any amount of time, or maybe you just know about it, you know that the biggest problem freelancers face is getting clients. Getting clients is the #1 problem. And if you have a platform that's willing to give you customers who are already vetted and ready to work with you, I think that would be a good thing. And that's exactly what Upwork does for freelancers like myself. So I do Facebook ads, I do Facebook ad strategy for businesses, because that's the #1 thing they want. They want clients, they want sales, they want leads, and that's what I bring to the table for them, and that's exactly what I do. Now, if you have questions about how to start doing this, maybe you're trying to figure out exactly what you can offer to people, or how you can start getting your first client, second client, third client on Upwork, I have a training called Upwork 101, how to build a sustainable freelance business with Upwork. And it's a combination of videos and ebooks and a personal one-on-one session with me, where I take you through how you can start getting your first clients on Upwork and start making the freelance money, so you can start traveling full-time, or maybe stay on the road full-time. So I'll leave a link down in the description to Upwork 101. If you want to check it out, go check it out. Let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to leave them in the comment section. Ask me any questions at all, and if you found any value in this video, consider subscribing to this channel, leave a comment, like this video as well, and let me know what you think. Again, my name is Daniel, and I will talk to you in the next video.